Tonight, on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide, Chicago-born soul R&B artist St. Jaimz returns to our platform. Hitmaker is the singular description of this amazing creative. R&B singer, songwriter St. Jaimz reaches the heart with timeless and iconic sounds historically found in the 80s and 90s, but by adding his own trademark, style, and versatility, this indie artist has garnered recognition from millions of streaming fans from around the world. Join our conversation as we catch up with St. Jaimz's extraordinary legacy of creating relatable music and premiere his latest release, You Should Have Told Me. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Yep, you are right. You're in the right place, baby. We've got an amazing creative tonight, and I'm always excited about Mondays because it's Music Monday, right? That's right. And we can bring in some of the most phenomenal indies around the world. And some people have said, had I not watched your show, I would have never known about this person or that person. And then that means I've done my job. And so it's really not even a job. I love what I do. I love bringing you the best of the best, the cream of the crop. And that is right here on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Well, listen, this artist has already been here once before. They are part of the UAR family. His name is St. Jaimz. Singer, songwriter, producer, CEO. The man does it all. He wears 100,000 hats and he's still smiling. And see, there he is right there, smiling just like I knew he would. Hey, Saint, how are you today?
Hey, what's up, guy? Looking good. I see you, guy.
Hey,
Hey, what's
doing
up?
the doggone thing.
What's up?
I'm well. What about yourself? How is it out in Cali this time around?
Oh man, we just man, it's been we had some hot days. It's cooled off a lot in the last couple of days, thank God. Uh, but I love Cali. I can't see myself nowhere else at this point. I mean, born and raised in Chicago,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
but nah, this is where it's
yeah. You don't think you'd ever live anywhere else? And I wondered about that when I read that you were born in Chicago. I actually love the Midwest.
no.
I don't know why that is. It's a strange. It's I'm a strange fruit anyway.
Mhm. Okay.
They call creatives kind of eclectic. That's just saying we're weird on the side.
Right. Now,
Oh, but I love the Midwest. How often do you get back?
it's been a while since I've been back. Honestly, growing up there, traveling the streets of like back before I start kind of settled in. I was on the road, Greyhound buses, trains, Amtrak trains, airports, selling CDs and marketing my stuff, going
Whoa.
crazy. So I've seen enough of the Midwest for enough time.
Last you for a life.
Oh man, because them winters are brutal in
They
most.
are very brutal. Yes.
From Milwaukee to Detroit, baby, you better be ready and dress appropriately. So,
Layered. Okay. I mean, even covering your face, even your eyes
oh,
beg for mercy, right?
hey, shoveling out your parking spot and putting chairs and milk crates in there so nobody take it, man.
That's true.
Come on back and take somebody's spot if you want to, and watch your car tires be messed up or something. They don't play in the Midwest. It's
They
brutal.
don't. They don't. They're very territorial, but the summers are like amazing and the festivals
Yeah,
downtown. They're absolutely like breathtaking. The views of the lake are just phenomenal. And so I haven't been back in years as well, but
yeah.
I guess I gotta just make a quick run. My artist last week, Whittington, said, Sabrina, we need to. She's never been to Chicago, so she
Oh,
says, well, we need to go.
nice. Oh,
So
love Chicago. Make sure y'all hit those museums, the Shed Aquarium and all those, the
right,
Tabu Museum of African American History, Art and History.
yeah,
You guys got to visit those museums. They got some of the best museums. That's one good thing about Chicago. And
yeah,
Navy Pier in the summer, in spring and summer.
It's
Perfect time.
that's right. That's right. Well, we really want to talk about St. James. We I know you've been busy because I've seen you on social media. Just I mean, you just hitting it and running, not long enough except just to say what you gotta say, and because
Yeah.
you got things to do. You got so much that you've got to do. And my question though to you, what is it? How do you feel when someone calls you a hit maker? How does that feel to you?
Oh man, it's an amazing feeling, but a level of humility comes across me because I know
Oh,
struggle. So I would never get bigger than my what people. I don't get caught up in that. I'm too at my age. I'm really too old for that kind of like lack of emotional intelligence. Uh, you
I
know what I'm
get
saying?
it.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
This music is what I love to do. The ego, the validation is not in people's compliments and social media likes and emojis. It's in the satisfaction I get when people love the music just for the sake of. Because I listen to my own music like I'm a fan who like I'm not even singing it. I don't approach it like it's me, that's me, and go
Wow.
and rub pat on the back. No, I listen to them records as if as if I'm not even that artist singing on it, because those records could have been produced and written for any artist. That's
It's
how I
true.
approach my music. Because I couldn't get the right people on the production, or I mean, on the music or to sing for, or to do the vocals. You know how it is.
Yeah.
If you don't have a known name, people typically are hesitant to rock with you. So I had to do these records myself. But make no mistake about it, I would cut these records on somebody famous in a heartbeat and keep it moving. I need my check.
My money. I love it. I love it. But everything you do though affects, and this is my perception of
Okay.
St. James's brand, that everything you do kind of touches the senses.
Mhm.
Um, Especially the heart. Um, because there's this thing that you say, you don't just make love songs.
Right, life songs.
Right. I wanted you to finish that. So what for those who've never heard of that pen, h- share shed some light on that for us.
Well, R&B singers predominantly are male artists mostly.
Yes.
Females are killing the game currently, but previously a lot of R&B singers dating back from the early 50s and 60s were known to write songs about relationships and love. So, you know, it became known that a lot of R&B singers were beggars. Nobody, baby.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the name of that's just one. so
Mhm.
so I just
Mhm.
said to myself, I people, and I respect those brothers that came up in that era because they
Yeah.
taught us we were they let us hope. They let us hope for that kind of love and believe in that kind of stuff and the potential of it. God forbid it's not happening now, but
Right.
when I listen to those records currently and previously, they made me believe in love or hope
Yes.
or potential of it and wishful thinking of it. And nothing's wrong with that. And it's much more needed now than ever. But
Yeah.
begging became a thing that
It
was
was a thing.
it was a
It was
thing.
a
So
thing. Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna start writing songs that are based upon life issues because it's easy to get caught up in the romanticism of love, and then realism of love gets left out. And then when the fairy tale's over and the honeymoon's over, you're left with a
Right.
person you haven't even vetted, don't
Absolutely.
don't know their credit
Absolutely.
score, don't know their relationship, and
Oh my
but I love
God.
you though. But I love you.
But I still love you. I still love you.
Go ahead.
Oh God. And speaking of those voices, because like I said, I'm not gonna call any names because you guys probably already know who it is. Who were some of your greatest influences out of the 80s? Out of the 80s.
Man, the '80s. Of course, nobody can go without saying Michael Jackson. My
Come on.
poster behind me. I love MJ. I mean, just the overall, just the talent of Michael. I honestly loved Michael as a kid, singing more than I did as an adult. Michael was singing like at 5 and 8. That boy was singing like a grown man. It was incredible. And he started all that stuff. I was like, okay, you're still dope, but you were dope.
What are you doing?
So I got to show love to Michael. Of course, Prince. Can't go without Prince. Lionel
No,
Richie killing the game. I love
no.
Lionel. Lionel zoomed off the Commodore's plane and right into stardom. And
Yeah.
you know he did that at the expense of Rick James.
Yes, he did.
You know what I mean? Because Rick was messing up, jumping on somebody's desk, acting crazy and stuff. And Lionel came in.
Lionel.
Harry Gordy brought Lionel in and hello.
Yes, it's you I'm looking for.
It's right. So those guys, Billy Ocean was killing the game.
Yes, he was.
Jeffrey Osborne was still had traction.
Wow.
I know my People Bryson was still if ever you're in my arms.
And still killing it. He
Still
and Jeffrey Osborne.
Of course, Glenn Jones.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, I know my music.
Yes, you do.
No.
I see you do. Look at you.
Hey, don't sleep on Lenny Williams either now.
I had an opportunity to chat with him. He's an amazing creative, and he's still hitting the stages too,
yes,
right?
He is.
And performing. So yeah.
So the 80s was really interesting time for music.
Anybody in particular from the 90s that really stuck out for you?
Of course, I think Brian McKnight was really it for a lot of R&B singers in the early 90s, mid 90s.
Love me some Brian McKnight.
When he came on the scene with that One Last Cry, and he made it okay to be vulnerable in your music.
Yeah, he did.
And stuff like that. So I gotta say, Brian McKnight to me I'm talking solo artists. Of course, the groups were killing the game for sure.
Right.
But I gotta go with Brian McKnight. Let's see. It's just really not many other R&B singers stand out. John B. I think John B.
The Deal.
The Deal. I mean, I'm saying the male solo artists more so.
Yeah.
The Deal. I mean, it's a lot of groups.
Luther.
Of course, Luther was like.
You can't forget.
You can't forget Luther. But
oh my God, no. Oh my
but
God.
real quick, I just want to shout out I watched a documentary about Al Green recently. I had never really got a chance to get in touch with Al Green outside of his music. I've heard all of the really soulful, loving records. But I didn't know Al Green was so dope. Al Green can basically mess up and you wouldn't even know it was a mess up. He that super vocally dope. And his story, man. He even told a story about the hot grits and what happened with the lady, man.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, that was incredible what happened with that story. But that's for another time. But yeah, Al Green, man, underrated. And I definitely start shouting him out on somebody I'm influenced by because the boy has some hits.
Well, when his music comes on, people lose it.
Right.
They just it's like the Marvin Gaye type thing. You hear Marvin Gaye, you hear Al Green, and you just kind of lose it because they really kind of set that tone. So come on with it.
Come on with it. Them brothers was not scared.
No, not at all. Not at all. Well, listen, we are right at quarter of, so that means we've got to take a quick break and pay some bills.
Right.
We got St. Jaimz back, everybody. We're so glad to have him back. We know he's a busy man. I'm telling you, there's going to be a segment where we show just some clips of just a handful of songs where he's got streams in the millions, and that all by itself is phenomenal in this day and age. Maybe back in the time when, like you were talking about, Michael Jackson and Prince. Yeah, we know that they hit in the millions, but today it's hard work.
It really is.
A million streams. So we're going to come back with our special guest tonight, St. Jaimz. Hang out with us. And we've got more music. We've got more conversation. You guys don't go away. We'll be right back in just a little bit. Hey everyone, Sabrina Taylor here. Join me on Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Learn about the artistry of our guests through up-close and personal conversation and music premiere. Don't miss a segment. Come on, join the community. Check out the new merchandise from Unsigned Artist Reveal worldwide. Our brand new Black is the New White mug is available now at Etsy.com. And while you're there, peek in on our tees. Don't forget, go over to Etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique. Well, hello and welcome back, everybody. I'm Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. That's right. Our special guest is St. Jaimz. Well, he's sort of family. He's more family than a special guest. But, we've had him on before, and he hangs out in the community, and we just appreciate you being a part of the family. It's an honor to have you connected in any way within the Unsigned Artist Reveal family. We appreciate you and all you do. Household name entertainment, and you are just this name. How did you come up with household name as a brand?
Well, it's prior to I used to I had one of my closest friends and my manager at the time. We were just kind of young cats out there shopping record deals and just fearless, and he said, "You're going to be a household name one day. You just got to keep working, keep doing what you do, and they're going to call you, St. Jaimz, a household name." So that was kind of like, you're going to be a household name. So I just kind of took the name and just went with it, and so now people that rock with me, I believe if you work hard enough, you put in the work, you can become a household name in what you do. So that's why I came up with the name, and it's been, I'm just it's trademarked. So
that's good.
You know what I mean?
And it should be. Yes, it should be. Yeah.
Business handle, LLC. I'm having
LLC.
I even got the PPP and did what I was supposed to do with it and got loan forgiveness.
Oh, come on, really? Look at and I did that. I did that.
Yes, I'm saying that just opportunity for Black people are very rare, and when the government gonna give us something, to me, this is my opinion. So when you give an opportunity to partake upon it, you got handle your business, especially if you're African American, man, because don't handle that often.
That's right. That's right. And if they give it to you better utilize it, or even if they're allowing you to borrow it. I mean, because there are so many no's before you get to a yes in a lot of instances. So I totally agree with you. So as a producer, though, you've got your brands and you're doing the doggone thing. As a producer, you know, what's of others? I'll say it this way: as a producer of others, because we know you've produced other people. What's your focus? Because as you produce other people, their sound and their brands are going to be totally different from yours. So when you're producing others, is there a particular focus that you're looking for other than to, of course, make that person a household name? But how do you not you're going to incorporate your sound because you are a brand, but how do you give them their individuality?
Well, I think that's an excellent question, and one I haven't been asked, so I'm going to answer it as transparently and honestly as I always do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, a lot of artists don't know what they're doing, so they have to trust in the process. What I call the process. It's not my process or the way I see it. Music will create its own lane and narrative for your situation. So if you got a dope record, the wheels will turn and the creative juices will flow because the record forces you to imagine when it's hot. So I don't come in there with any preconceived notions. I don't come in there with no registration, nothing. Just straight blank canvas, dope track, ideas, collaborative effort, partnerships, and we take care of business, and then we do what we're supposed to do, and then record will open up its own door. That's just really my philosophy. If I had multi-millions of dollars, I promise you right now, I have a dope roster of artists because I would know.
Yes, you would. Oh yeah. I believe that. I believe that.
So I just try to focus on that, and then I just try to let the artist be themselves, but at the same time, focus on, capitalize off of their strengths, and then push them in a direction, I should say, to address their weaknesses. A lot of artists get in the
Mm,
booth and they're afraid to do certain things because they got a studio full of people.
true.
A lot of y'all, outside of having your vocal coaches or your vocal people around you who give you, that's not a good note, redo that note, that's whack, no, that riff could have been better. You
Wow.
don't got a team or a couple of people that to hear you in the studio while you're recording, you're doing yourself a disservice, first of all.
True.
So I just bring my team in and we just, we focus on there's so when you if you have a weakness as a recording artist,
Yeah.
learn how to get better with your weaknesses. Stop suppressing them and worrying about what if your engineer got any respect for you, they're going to want you to be better anyway. So that's
True.
my engineer had. That's so I learned this from my engineer Brian Porter. I want to shout him out, by the way, one of the best in the game. Quiet assassin, I like to call him. He's a sound surgeon. Takes a
Ooh.
mess and make it beautiful. That's just what he do. Real talk. He performs some heart surgery on some people's tracks in production. I'm saying I've heard it and seen it. So Brian has always instilled in me to attack my weaknesses. So I used to be really not super good at harmonies and hearing pitch and key, sometimes a little weird pitchy. And over the last maybe 6 or 7 years, I've gotten so better with it to the point that I can hear better than I've ever heard. And I
Wow.
give that to my engineer and understanding that. So yeah, so the process has to be the key, not because I'm St. James or you're who you
Exactly.
are. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Thanks for
Wow.
letting me share that, but I want to get that out to let these artists know that you gotta attack your weaknesses, and then you gotta exploit your strengths. Exploit them. You heard the
Yeah.
word exploitation. So exploit what you know you do. Do it best. Do it well.
You want to exploit something?
That's right.
I love it. Exploit that. How about that?
Exactly. Exploit your
Oh
strengths.
my
Exploit your
gosh.
talent.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
with wrong things. Nah, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
I do. I do. And as we're talking about music, I mean, this is just flowing so authentically. I love it. I love it. I always bring up legacy in almost every one of my lives because
Mhm.
we can talk about legacy and Donny Hathaway and Oscar Peterson and all those. Um, can you share what your heart is for the legacy of of your brand?
That's I really don't know. Honestly, I really don't know what legacy would be. I think ultimately, I'm hoping that all this music I'm putting out, which may not be appreciated currently, I
Right.
believe after after I pass away and I'm gone, I believe that's when my stuff will probably have to do its best work, to make it, the message will be delivered. But in
Yeah.
the end, if my legacy is anything, is that I never aborted the R&B mission.
Mm,
A lot of artists get away from R&B and what made them what they were. I mean, I wish a lot of them are throwback artists that are still out there doing it would start singing the same style that they sung back in the day, but
right.
newer production and writing. It still could
Right.
work. And
Yeah.
I want to leave a legacy for rhythm and blues, and also for my grandkids. I have six beautiful grandbabies, so I want to leave them my catalog of music. And I want to make sure they can look. They see once I'm out of here, Google. They can always Google Granddad. You know what I mean? I call them. They call me G Diddy. I don't do that grandpa stuff.
I love
At
that.
all.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because R&B is a little tougher than smooth jazz because that's the, the lion's share of what I promote is
Mhm.
not R&B, it is smooth jazz.
Okay.
And it's a totally different feel. I mean, although we're talking music,
Mhm.
we're looking at it a little differently. Um, but it can be really, really tough because it's a crowded field. Now, don't get me wrong, smooth jazz is becoming crowded too.
Right.
But R&B is just super duper crowded, and everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be seen. Even in South Africa now,
Right.
that is like becoming the thing
Mhm.
now. I'm always hearing about South Africa, and so
Mhm.
that was just a thought. That wasn't even a part of my questions. I just thought to ask you that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I agree with you that these other Listen, you got to think about it, Sabrina. A lot of us, this is the only industry where a lot of us can even think about trying to find some level of gainful employment.
Mm,
Let's be clear
mhm.
about that. So it's going to be an oversaturated market because people don't want to be doctors, lawyers, and scientists. Like there's too much college, and look how, you see the price of intuition, not intuition, my bad, intuition, vaccines.
Oh, I love it. But you got a point with the intuition, though.
Right, but yeah, but
Yeah,
people,
it's a
you see the
lot.
cost of college tuition nowadays.
Yes, I have.
Everybody got money to go to college and get a degree, so you could. I got to pay you back loans and.
Forever,
It's
forever.
easier. It's easier, and then there's no regulation in the industry, so there's no one to say you have to have a SAG card, a union membership, and pay dues in order to be in the music business. If they did that, it would be less saturation.
It
So,
would be.
so we'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe one day they'll pass some legislation, blow up the whole music industry, and start over with some Congress and some legislation and laws and bills in place.
Some
So
reform. Some reform.
they definitely need to reform it.
Everybody's a producer.
Yeah.
Everybody's a singer. Do you know? Everybody's a rapper.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like Amway now. And only certain people with diamonds. Remember diamonds at the top, and you
Yeah.
a little 199 for your little boxing kit. And he's got this. Oh, you can make us so much money. Pyramid scheme. Come on,
I
man.
remember that. Yeah.
Amway.
Way. Hello. Oh my gosh, that's a blast from the past. You're so, oh wow. You're right on it. You're right on it. And I wanted to ask you before we go to the, because we are, I mean, we're right on time.
Okay.
We've got one more break for the night, but um you kind of hit it though when you were talking to the artists about finding their weaknesses and admitting to them, and it you can't you can't make better what you don't admit to needing. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're in denial that your pitch is like off,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to continue to make music and sing, and everybody's going to pat you on the back because they love you,
Mm-hmm.
but they're intentionally tone deaf, and they already know what's going to happen with you, right? And
Absolutely.
so if they can hear it, I know we can hear, you can hear it too, right? So
Right.
admit to that. If that means getting some voice lessons, or something to strengthen the core, whatever that is,
Mm-hmm.
admit to it so that you can be a better version of you,
Uh,
right?
a lot of it is just to interject there. A lot of it isn't even anything, but people are not taking the time to make quality records. They're rushing.
Mm-mm.
They rush in the process. They slip a 2-track in. No, they
Yep.
don't separate the stems and have each instrument so you can tune. And
Exactly.
then they just go in there and they don't even pitch the 2-track to see what key they're singing. They're singing to a 2-track that they haven't. They don't even know what key the 2-track is in to sing. Then they don't pitch the vocal. You got to pitch your vocal to the track. So if the track is in a certain key, you got to make sure
And
you're singing the vocal note on the same key that the track's in.
exactly.
And that little bit of that little oversight can cost you a lot.
Well, some people ride on auto tune, but I still say do the doggone thing right the first time, and you won't need auto tune. And
That's
that's all I got to say.
that's right. So auto tune serves its purpose and some dope records with
It
all.
does. It
But
does.
I want singers to get back to singing with the raw and passionate vocals so people can hear you, man.
Yeah.
Mary J ain't never got caught live singing with no auto tune. I ain't heard not an auto drop of auto tune on her stuff. Mary has come up the hard way where she has
Yep.
learned to sing better. She's gotten better as she's gotten
Yeah.
actually better than she's ever been vocally to me.
She's stronger. I agree with you.
Killing the game, like beautiful.
She is.
Soulful, raspy, soul voice, beautiful.
And I love it. And she's killing the game right now.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's killing the game. Well, let's do this. Let's take our last break.
Mhm.
And we're going to come back and continue the conversation. We're going to just let you rip because I know you got a lot of things you want to share with me.
Real quick. Yeah.
Definitely want to hear about the new music and all. But let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to continue our conversation with our special guest up over on this side. I always do that, but it's always opposite as to what I see in studio versus what I see on the screen. But our guest will be back um, And we're going to continue to chew the fat and chop it up in just a little bit. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
If you want to spotlight your talent, boost your brand, email us your best MP3 at unsignedartistreveal@gmail.com to be considered as a featured artist on our platform. Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Unsigned Artist Reveal. Come on, join the community. Check out the new merchandise from Unsigned Artist Reveal worldwide. Our brand new Black is the New White mug is available now at Etsy.com. While you're there, peek in on our tees. Don't forget, go over to Etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique. The Platinum Agencies is taking the indie brand to the next level with customized strategies that include interviews on Unsigned Artist Reveal worldwide and campaigns on social media. Listen to what these artists have to say about us. Independent artist Ashley Scott says, Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide is the premier platform for promotion of artists and musicians that borderline the genres of soul and jazz. Being a guest 3 times on the platform, I'm truly thankful for the opportunity and support given by Sabrina Taylor. She has helped create brand awareness, bringing new fans to my music. Every time I release a new song, I look forward to coming back to Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Grammy Award, Dove Award, RIAA Certified Singer-Songwriter Cherie Patrice shares Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide is a great platform and source for indie artists to promote, expound, and extend their brand. I can always count on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide to capture the essence, the heart, and the soul of an indie artist within its presentation. I always feel welcomed, celebrated, and in good hands with its CEO and founder, Sabrina Taylor, who puts her grand touch of elegance and excellence on every artist she comes in contact with. I highly endorse the Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide experience. The Platinum Agencies, better known as TPA, brand ambassador for the independent artists on social media. Connect with the Platinum Agencies at tpatheplatinum.agencies.com.
Well, hello. Finally, this is the last break of the night. We are back. We're returning. If you're just joining us on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide, Sabrina Taylor, a creator and host, influencer as well. Listen, if you're just joining us, our special guest is none other than singer, songwriter, CEO, producer, and all of that, all the good stuff. He's wearing a million hats, and I want to talk to you tonight. Glad to have you. So glad to have you back. Family, though. He's family. He's UAR family.
Right, family, baby.
He's fam. That's fam, right? Uh, you have, I mean, you've had so many accolades, and I talked about that the last time you were here. Was there the last time you were here though? You were up for a nomination. Do you
Mhm.
remember? So how that?
Oh, okay, yeah, man. How could you? I lost to the great Will Downey. I, I
Oh
understand.
well, oh,
I
if you're gonna lose,
well, it's Will Downey.
it's
I mean, how can I compete with that
you can't.
as an independent? I mean, you know what I'm saying. So,
I
shouts
get
to
it.
Will Downey, love Will, man.
I
Nothing
do
but love for you.
too.
Congratulations on that Best Male Artist 2022 in Indie Soul.
Yep.
But I was right there with him, Raheem Devine, Eric Roberson, some really
Yep.
good name, Stokely. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I love being. I just being nominated was good enough for me at this point.
Man, you were up there with some heavy hitters.
Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. But deserving because you have quality product that comes out. And so much so that I mean Spotify can't help but acknowledge you,
Right.
for the millions upon millions of streams that have come out of your camp because of the music that you produce. And what I want to do is I just want to show just a short clip,
Hmm.
something that actually that your camp sent over,
Okay.
showing all of these awards. I'm just so doggone proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Really, really, really am. You guys, check this out. Check this out.
St. James.
What's up, y'all? This is St. James once again. What more can I say? So many more plaques to come, but this is the culmination of an independent artist's hard work and grind and hustle and teamwork. So I thank so many people for supporting all the music we've been putting out. We got about 25 records out and so many more to go, videos. So thank you everybody out there for supporting R&B, the independent artist movement, Household Name Entertainment Promotions, Coco Reyes Entertainment, Pops, Kaleo, Ivan Johnson, the team, Tony Mosley, Chocolate Songbird, all the DJs, DJ Just in Time, DJ John Jack. So many people to thank for all the support. Everybody out there for supporting all the rhythm and blues R&B music we've been putting out the last 2 years, man. It's been a phenomenal experience. Thank you so much for all the streaming, all the promotions, the sharing, the likes, Household Name Entertainment Promotion, Coco Reyes Entertainment, and all my team and my engineer, Brian Porter. Without you, the mixes, man, I'm telling you right now, it would not be the same. So thank you so much. Love you, brother. Thank you for having a dope studio to come in and really work and put in that time. And thank you for pushing me to be better and great. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the independent artist movement and R&B music. You can follow St. James on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and St. James official website at www.stjames.com.
Wow. I mean, to me, that's like winning a Grammy, you know.
About as close as I'm getting.
Would you stop?
No, I'm very honest. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, the state of the music industry is just travesty. I'm just being realistic and managing my expectations, sis. That's it.
I love that managing your expectations.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not looking to be a superstar. Them days is over at my age, and just the culture of the current temperature of the music industry, as far as black artists, man. Them days is almost pretty much over unless they reform. Like you said, unless there's some reform in the immediate future, it's got to be. So, but anyway, thank you. That's a compliment. But yeah, that's about the closest I'm getting to a Grammy right now.
Oh, wow. You just never
You
know.
never know, huh? Okay.
You don't. You never know. It's like, wait a minute, say what? Grammy nomination? What? I'm going to be like, St. James.
Well, you know what's funny? I'm starting to get some label attention, but
of course you are.
And that's all I'm gonna say about labels, because right now
I was gonna ask that. I know you're getting attention because of all these numbers that you're getting.
It's coming, but I'm too old for the games, and I know too much, and sometimes that's not gonna be good for them. They're gonna, and I'll just rather go get a bank loan and keep doing it myself. At least I can pay the bank loan back in a decent installments and still keep my rights and my control and my
got it. Yeah.
Just get a bank loan, baby.
Because you're gonna have to pay that back.
Yep.
They're gonna
take it. They're gonna take it or take it out of you. It's coming.
Yeah. One or the other.
I'm just being real. We got to stop playing games. Everyone's talking about the state of the music industry, but no one's doing anything to change it. That's frustrating me now. I'm tired of hearing about what's wrong with the business. Let's talk about what's the solutions to fix what's wrong in the business and do something about it now as a people.
So what do you think are the starting points? Because I know no one person has all of the answers. Collectively, a lot can be done, but how do you, with the heartbeat of the nation now in music, what do you feel are the starting points to fixing this.
I think we have to come clean with what's wrong with it first. Like racism in America, even though we know it exists, we see all the signs and the evidence of it all. People still think are real weird about talking about it. It's insane.
True.
So the point to me is we have to sit down and talk. We got to sit down and talk about it. It may not be the average listener, the average artist, the independent artist, but those people at the top, if they care about the state of this business, they need to get together and talk about what's wrong and how to reform it. And then they need people that are not in jaded, tainted, or bought out, or bribed into the city. A lot of people taking kickbacks and money. It's a money game. Let's be clear. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry in America. Why would there not be racism if it's racism in every other corporation in America? Stop it.
So true.
Just
stop it. Stop it.
Because people we think we sing, we tap dance, and we sing for
doesn't
people.
change.
Dude, this is a business first. We don't. That artists that are delusional into thinking that it's about that. It's not about that for people that have the power and the money. It's that it's for your average fan and listener. But you as an artist have to open your eyes now.
Yeah. And the indie culture and movement is becoming such a huge commodity now.
Mm-hmm.
The industry is like, wait a minute, wait. What is happening with the indies?
Mm-hmm.
At one point they probably laughed and said, they'll never make it without us.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden they realize, and I mean they as in the big machines, realize that the indies don't need them for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they can basically go viral and go bigger than what they could have done for the indie artists.
Mm-hmm.
Now they want to be a part. Let us show you how we can, and let us there are all of these companies that are now coming together, quote unquote, to help the indie artists.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the indies need any help in that respect. They just want to help themselves to the billions of dollars that you just talked about.
Exactly. And remember when George Floyd funeral and all these companies were talking about we're donating millions of dollars to black businesses. Where that money at? Because I need about 100,000, couple 100,000 right now.
You and me both, bro. You and me both. Yeah.
For terrestrial mainstream radio and BLS and all them stations, I need
commercial radio is no joke.
I need 200 racks minimum just for one record. That's
what I was gonna say. It's not even a whole CD. It's just one song.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
So until they reform that kind of mess, and it's a wrap. So I'm hopeful. May not happen in my lifetime, but hopefully my sons and my grandchildren that they follow my footsteps in music, they'll have a better shake at it. But right now, it's incredibly, it's sad. It's ridiculous, and I'm just tired of talking about it. But the point of the matter is, Gandhi changed the world. So sometimes one man can make a difference. What you gonna do?
Yeah, one man can make a difference, but it's just
uphill battle, baby.
Exactly, it is a battle. So, and we were just talking about, ironically, the one song versus a CD. I know it's a singles market. You're releasing all of these singles. Do you ever think you'll do an EP or?
I got one on the works. It's already you should have told me the first record off the new EP is called the R&B Remedy. It's coming. But see the way I'm doing it. I'm an independent. I can do what I want to do.
Yes, you can.
So guess what? I'm dropping 6 singles and then coming back with the EP with a different cover and a different promotions campaign. And I'm gonna put all 6 of them songs on an EP and stream them both. That's legal.
Wow.
So giving y'all game right there. You can still put your singles on the EP and stream both.
Yes, you can.
Exactly. So I'm saying that on live TV, live on purpose because
you heard it here.
I listen. I'm not holding on to this game, So it's not about me, man. It's about this music getting out to the mass. People need to hear records and good music to help them get through all this crap we dealing with all these shootings and these travesties and this mess that's going on in our country.
It is a lot.
It's goofy.
It is a lot.
We had Marvin Gaye was going on in the 60s, man. We had James Brown, Black and I'm Proud. We had a lot of great records that helped us inspire us when we were just really beaten down. And we're looking bad as a people. We gotta start allowing music to heal position to be be back successful or is encouraged again.
Yeah, like Stevie used to play all kinds of Stevie Wonder would release all kinds of music that would help inspire us during
Mhm.
these crazy times in the
Yeah,
world,
yeah,
and
hmm
we need that.
yeah,
We really
we,
do.
we do. So yeah. So anyway, that's so I'm definitely going to be doing
Okay.
singles and EPs. And
And me too.
at this point forward, I got to throw back the covers. Volume 2 is finished. I just got to shoot videos now. All some really dope records on that project. I can't wait to let you hear some of them songs.
The covers on the
Oh,
covers.
yeah, Throwback Volume 2. Oh,
I
Volume 2.
love it.
Sick. But between now and the time I drop the Throwback Volume 2, I'm putting nothing out but original records. So you'll get to hear my real true sound.
That's great.
Yeah, you told me it's the first one.
That's amazing. I love it. I
Okay.
love it. Let's talk about right quick the latest single that's out. You should have told me.
True story.
I was gonna ask you, is this a story, or is this just something that you share
Oh, it's
the
a true story,
inspiration?
man, just true story. All I can say is that, you've been in a relationship with someone and they don't tell you how they really feel or what's going on. You don't know, but you thinking, you handling your business, you working, you think everything's good. You're providing, you're taking care of business, you're accessible, you
Yeah.
just love your way. People want you to love them the way they want to be loved, but unfortunately, some people can only love you the way they're capable of loving.
Hey, that's it.
So you have to understand that, if you ain't happy, you got to say something. Don't wait till you got longevity. Don't wait till you have invested hundreds of thousands
20 years.
of dollars in time. I mean, just money and time and had children and all this stuff to get to because people stay past the expiration date a lot of times. You
And
can't.
why do you think that is?
But I just think people we become a complacent society that where resiliency is not at our disposal as it used to be. We were taught, our age group probably had a little bit more wherewithal to fight through things and stay.
Yes.
But this new generation has no patience. They have no sense
Like,
of loyalty. They'll do it in a minute. What?
I'm out.
They could be hugging, love you, boo hoo. I love your everything about you. And then the next thing you say something wrong, boom, peace. You're like, what? I thought you loved me though.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, example, loved each other dearly, and they say they do. I mean, well, at least he says how much he loved her, and she's like, "I'm out."
It's money and fame. That's a whole nother level of trying to. It's hard for poor people to figure out how to love each other and stay together. So can you imagine what it is to be rich and famous?
I love
How to
it.
stay together? Come on. broke people can't even stay together. They're like, I'm hungry. You got the money? You got some money? What? They can't work out. How you think some rich people where they can get on a yacht, first class flight, and buy anything they want gonna do when the first time you all out? Man, please.
Ooh, I love it. Oh my God. But it's true. I mean, we need to open our mouths and tell people when we're not happy.
You should have told me, baby.
Yeah, but it's like this thing about change, like who moved my cheese thing.
Right.
I use that a lot.
Man.
But it's like you got to understand change is going to come.
Come
And
on.
we got to learn how to change. We're so comfortable being unhappy that we'd much rather go another 20 years being unhappy than telling somebody that we're unhappy.
Exactly.
Isn't
Or
that crazy?
there are those that tell people that they're unhappy, and some of them just are handcuffed to the relationship financially. They got the job. Maybe they live in, or maybe the guy's providing for, or the woman supporting the guy, or the guy supporting the woman, or maybe they have a business. They got children. I mean, we stay with each other for different reasons.
Gamut of reasons. Yeah,
And
that's
some
true.
people I think people get addicted to the drama. There is a clinically known fact that
Yes.
the adrenaline rush you get from arguing and drama and trauma from a person can be something you become accustomed to having to experience in order in order to thrive. It's kind of a weird thing.
I can't do that.
I
I
hate that stuff, man.
can't.
But don't get it twisted. I'm a warrior. I go out
Me too.
too. So don't You can push me so far. Well, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind, but outside of that, hey, I'm a lover, not a fighter, baby. But if you want to fight, I'm girded up. Let's do it.
Oh no, you're armed and ready to battle, right?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
I
my
understand.
battle was just intellectual, man. You don't put your hands on a woman, but you can intellectually handle your business if you as an intelligent man and argue intelligently. It's when you lose the ability to articulate your words, and
That's when it, yeah.
and that's when you're in trouble. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what she did, how she did it, what she said, you in trouble if you lose control.
Literally,
Yeah,
literally in
real
trouble.
talk. So, but
Wow. Wow.
that's just what it
Well, I want us to take a look at your song was, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the latest song. It was just released on Friday, and it's some phenomenal numbers. We'll share that in just a little bit.
is.
You guys, you should have told me. I love the song, and I was like, I know he has a story. Wonder if this is a true story or not.
True
So,
story.
but and it's a true story, and I don't know why I didn't think it wasn't. But you guys are going to get to hear it and see the full video right here. So let's get about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll be back in just a moment with our special guest, St. James.
Let's get
Just like the air I breathe, you were such a part of me. Let's rewind, let's rewind, let's rewind, let's rewind, rewind. Thinking back on the first time that I met you, girl, you didn't know which way to go. You had no self-control, your family wasn't cool, and you were sleeping all alone, baby. But now I got you pulled back together. I used to tell my friends we done been through stormy weather. You went and got another man, cause he got your head up. And now you wanna leave, girl, I won't shed a tear. Why you wanna mess around, why you wanna mess around on me? When I gave you everything. If you wasn't happy, baby, you should've told me. Baby, you should've told me. Baby, you should've told me. You said our love would last, but it's all in the past. Why would you lie to me? Why you lie to me, girl? If you wasn't happy, baby, you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Now you see the grass ain't greener on the other side. You're trying to hop back in line to take another ride, but girl, this ain't no switchback, and you can't go forget that. Try hard to understand, there ain't no second chance. 'Cause I cleaned up your credit when you didn't have it. Wasn't making money, wasn't living lavish until I took control completely, and all I asked in return is for your loyalty. Do you really love me, baby?
I know you said you love me,
Do you love me like
but if you
say
did,
do?
how could you go and do something like this to me after everything I've done for you? And I mean everything.
Did you really love me, baby? Do you love me like you say you do? Did you love me? Do you really love me, honey? Do you really love me, honey? Every word that you say is true. What you say is true. Why you wanna mess around? Why you wanna mess around with me? When I gave you everything. If you wasn't happy, maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Said I love her last, but it's all in the past. Why would you lie to me? Why would you lie to me? If you wasn't happy, maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Why you wanna mess around me? Why you wanna mess around on me? Do you love me like you say you do? If you wasn't, do you really love me? Maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Maybe you should've told me. Let's rewind.
Amazing again. A life song so on point. I mean, my gosh. Oh gosh, it makes you think. I mean, these things really do happen.
every day.
I mean, and you pinned it perfectly.
I
So
got
are you doing radio? for this one?
Am I doing radio?
Are you doing radio for this one?
I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get a digital campaign here soon. I think this record can really go up the independent charts, the DRT digital radio tracker charts. Man, it makes some noise. My first original record, not my first one I put out, but
Right.
the start of just basically ushering in my sound as an original artist, because I did a lot of covers and remakes. I did all
Of
that.
course.
They know I can do that. So now I want to show the dope records that I got. So many. Listen, you have no idea how much stuff's coming soon. I got too much music to put, and not enough year left to put out.
Oh wow.
Real talk, and videos too. My pops. We brought to shoot my pops, a couple of pops videos. Pops got some bangers too. Don't sleep on my pops. 78 years old, still killing the game. Oh yes.
78. Wow.
Yeah, pops.
Amazing.
Yeah, So yeah, it's ready to work.
Oh my gosh. So any surprises that you can only share here, or do we have to all wait, or
Oh,
any-
I'm gonna give you some firsthand. You want me to play something? Just gotta play you something real quick.
you better? Absolutely. You guys heard it right here first on Unsigned Artist Reveal.
Now,
You
I
first.
cover record, but I'm so happy. I'm so proud of what I did. I'm gonna give you a couple of little bit of it.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on.
Just a snippet to tease us. Yeah, just tease us.
I know where it is. Hold on. It's in this folder over here. Go back, boy.
Have you named it?
Huh?
Have you named it?
Oh no, it's a cover record, but I took the Average White Band, and I A Love of Your Own R&B. You should want to hear that.
Come on with it.
I'm telling you, ain't ready.
I'm ready.
Right now, you ain't ready. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Heard it here first. Snippet.
oh. That's perfect.
You give, the sooner you get to have a love of your own. The longer it takes, the better you come to know a love of your own. A love of your own.
A little bit more.
Don't you be afraid to give your heart. You never know till you try it. Ooh, don't deny it to yourself, lady.
I'll stop right there.
Oh my! I wasn't ready. I wasn't.
They are not ready for that. I'm telling you right now, that record. Wait till you hear that record. So dope. We worked hard on it. Me, Pops, my team.
Great. See, that's why I love St. James music. It is true R&B, bringing that 80s music right on back where it belongs, right here with us.
Right.
We certainly do appreciate that you come by again.
Thank you for having me.
And you let us know. I want you guys to connect with him. Go ahead.
Okay, I can see people are commenting saying hi. So if I missed you, hey everybody out there that's tuning in.
Exactly. We never did do any of the comments and stuff.
Do any comments?
We
were in the zone.
We were just in a zone, but definitely if you get an opportunity after the show, she said, "Stop playing, St. James. Stop playing." This is Shelly. Let's see if I can find her. There she said, "Stop playing. Just stop playing."
You don't know nothing about that record, girl.
I know. R&B forever. Exactly. Real R&B forever. I love it. And I don't think any of the emojis and things, like there's a lot of fire. Like J. Ross has a bunch of fire.
I want to shout some people out before I get off.
Okay.
I want to send a shout out to my girl Coco Reyes Entertainment, my promotions director for my household name entertainment promotions company. So like you see, I got my hat, wearing a bunch of hats, but Coco's been excellent coming in, taking over promotions duties. I just joined a new member of my team. He's a guru in his own right with his own company. But J Ross,
Ross.
Mr. UK himself. Thank you, brother, for coming in a short time and already showing me a lot of what you can do, man. I'm excited about the future with the new music and the progress and stuff. So thank you so much, Pops, my team, everybody that support St. James and R&B music, and my boy Mac, Caesar, and his lady Miss Cece, man. They've been excellent with helping me understand a lot of the ins and outs of the streaming game.
Oh yeah.
Outs with the and the promotion stuff, man. You just need people to really give you good counsel, man.
Absolutely. And we all should.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
all should. We all should.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming and sitting with us. And we just love you guys so much. All of my Unsigned Artist Reveal family, I appreciate you coming in. Listen, remember, what you make happen for others, God will also make it happen for you. You guys have a great night. We'll see you soon. Take care. And blessings until next time. Take care.